was about 18 months ago, and he was fine. He was sharp every time. I spent 2 years in the White House with him. And, he's a sharp guy, asks probing questions. You always have to be well prepared when you go in and speak with him. But the last time I did have any meaningful interaction with him was 18 months ago.
So y'all, they saying President Biden is recovering from COVID. They say he's improved meaningfully. And this is Dr. Fauci that's talking about it. And they said that President Biden said that he's ready to get back on the campaign trail. He's 81. I just think it's just terrible. I do. And I'm sure there are some 81-year-olds that's healthy and, thriving in life. But he's just not. I just don't think he is. I think he really needs to step down. He's just not. Sometimes he don't even seem like he know where he at. It's just, I just think it's just so abusive to me. And the way they keep, like the vice president and those others that are in his camp, they keep talking about how he's well, he's stable, he's this. He's not. If that was my dad, I would say, look, Dad, you is getting ready to retire. And I don't even think my dad would even want to continue on at that age if his health wasn't allowing him to. It's just too much. Why wouldn't you just take the rest of your years, you're 81, and just relax and enjoy and give the position over to somebody else that's capable? You've been in politics for over 50 years, I think Biden has. It's just time to retire, And you have a lot of people that's like that. They got positions, and they gonna hold on to them positions till death do them part. Do you understand what I'm saying? They can be crippled. They can be having health problems just like this. The man just got COVID. Sometimes the Lord send you signs. It's time to sit down. Okay. When you don't want to sit down, so you're going to have to, die to retire. Just give it to somebody else. Even Oprah knew after 25 years of being on a talk show, she said it's time to give it up. What makes a person hold on to death, do them part, and to release a position, authority over to somebody else? You've had your time. You've done what you're called to do. It's time to release it. Let somebody else be the vice president, or let somebody else take that position and do what that can do it more effectively. Because I don't care what nobody say. I just think Biden is not qualified when it comes to his mental and health and his age. He's just not. And to run a country, this is a very serious position to take. And that's just my humble opinion. But you have a lot of people that's just like that. They will not relinquish authority of a position. And I think it's pride. I really do. It's just time to release it and let somebody else do it. You've had your time. It's just like you see a old 60, 70, 50-year-old person in a club still trying to boogie-loo with them young folk. If you don't get your old butt out of that club, you done had your time to do all that. Move out the way, but it's pride. It is pride that people will not step down, and then you don't have nobody that love you in your camp that'll tell you, look, sir, you have done well, you have served. Now it's time to relinquish your position, your authority. And if you love the country and if you love people, let somebody else do it. You're not capable anymore. And it doesn't make you less of a person. It doesn't mean that the people don't appreciate what you have done. They do, and they have, and they will always remember it. But there come a time when it's time to sit down. You ought not to have to die out your position. You know what I'm saying? You should go ahead and pass it on over to whoever it's supposed to need to be passed on over to. But I just think that's sad for President Joe Biden that he refuses to give up, step down, let somebody else do it that's more capable of doing it. And it does not, say that, it doesn't bring any negativity towards you. It's just you've served your time. And all things got to come to an end. Why stay in a position that you're not fully able to do? So you're going to have to, the blood going to have to start running through your vein before you stop. Because you're just not going to stop. You're just not going to stop. And it's sad because you ain't doing nothing but hindering the country or hindering the people. Whatever position you got. And you refuse to relinquish that position because of health, because of age, whatever the situation is. When you love the people, honey, you pass the baton. Like them runners do. They run a little bit and then they got to pass the baton. They can't run the whole race. They have to pass the baton. You can't run the whole race. Pass the baton. And it's good that wisdom will tell you when it's time to let it go. I know some people used to drink. And then they say, you know what, honey, it's time for me to let drinking go. But some people won't. They're going to drink till the breath leave their body. They ain't going to never let it go. But wisdom will tell you, it's time for me to call it, quits. I've served my time. But anyway, I just think that's sad for President Biden that he is still trying to do this thing 4 more years. I just think it's really sad. And the people around him don't love him, don't care about him. He couldn't be my husband, honey. I would have been telling my husband, look, we going to the house. We is going to the house. Give this on over to whoever it's going to go over to. I wouldn't let my husband be doing all that kind of mess. And I see he's sick and, he don't know. Child, pray Lord have mercy. Anyway, but it's good to have people that love you and care about you and that be willing to tell you it's time to call it quits and not have you out there, it's just terrible to me. That's just my opinion. All right. Y'all pray for this country. Pray for this nation. Toodles.